Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, I'm Spirit Medium Laura, your host of this radio show. I've been channeling spirit for over 30 years and recently was chosen for the 2014 book, 100 Top Psychics in America. Here's how to love readings on this radio show. L is for let spirit lead. O is for only one question or connection per caller. V is for validate all advice of licensed professional. And E is for enjoy the show. Stay tuned for additional. Hi, everyone. I hope that you can hear me. There was a little as I was getting ready to do the show that I was not able to be heard. So if anybody does not hear me, let me know in the chat room there, or just let me know that you can hear me. I guess that would be helpful. Welcome to the show. This is Spirit Medium Laura, stuttering over here. If you want to watch the show live, it is being broadcast at spiritmediumtv.com. Item number 2 on that page. This show dedicates itself only to mediumship, so if you're in the queue waiting to get a life reading, that means about your own life, rather than a connection to a deceased loved one, you're in the queue for the wrong show, because on Monday nights I do both life and mediumship readings at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. But today we're going to only focus in on the other side. Readings will start around 10 to 15 minutes into the hour. So it's approximately 1:01 p.m. here Eastern Time. I'm on the East Coast of the United States. Let's see, what else do I need to say? Oh, to get into the reading queue is area code 347-945-5849. And also, don't reveal too much information when I'm working with you. Just a little reminder. If you'd like to jump to the top of the reading queue, you can donate $5, which goes in part to help animals. And that would be at spiritmediumtv.com, number 1B on that page. There's a button there where you make a payment that goes through PayPal or your credit card. Also, if you'd like to get a big discount on 30 Minutes with me, simply go again to Spirit Medium TV, and you'll get a third off a 30-minute reading with me if you book there. This is for listeners of this show, item 1A on that page. And last but not least, I also do regular development circle. I call it the Intuitive Playground. It's Monday nights from 8 p.m. through 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And that can be, you can learn more about that at Spirit Medium TV, item 3 on that page. And anybody who's in a time zone that cannot make that live class, I do have self-paced video training. And I believe that's all there at item number 3, but if not, I'm going to have to fix it, or you can just email me. My email is laura@spiritmediumlaura.com. Okay, and right now on the Monday night development circle, we're focusing in on clairvoyance. Everything is for mediumship. As August, we will be doing more mediumship directly, but everything I do in the classes helps you develop for mediumship. This month is clairvoyance, meaning seeing spirit, and it's very, very dense with material, advanced kind of class. And what we already did was auras, but just not reading an aura, like, duh. Everybody can read an aura, right? But beyond that, way beyond just reading an aura. But there's a map that Spirit created through me to see locations and colors and interpret. So you could do a 30-minute, 2-hour reading just from the aura. It would be it probably would be as significant as having an astrological chart done. That's how in-depth it goes. And this coming Monday, that would be the 14th, we're going to be looking at chakras, which again, I go way beyond clearing chakras. I go into reading chakras, clearing karmic blocks through the chakras, past lives, Akashic records, and I have found in my work that chakras are a portal to the soul. And you will be learning some of that. I can't teach everything. I can only give you some concepts, but the key here is that it's working with other people, which is what I try to emphasize. You know, most psychic work is like 1% theory and 99% using it. I actually didn't study much. And a lot of people that are in this field, they like to brag about where they studied and this and that. It's really not so much where you studied, it's what the work is, what you do with it. And really becoming a successful medium or psychic or what have you has so much to do with using the skills, developing them. And some very famous mediums have not studied at all. Actually, this is very natural for humans to do this. So I want to have an inspiration for today before I open up the phone lines. And the inspiration today is, again, something that channeled through me as I was doing my preparation meditation for the show. I had switched to a new meditation. Excuse me. And every time I do this meditation, it's a theta meditation, put your mind in a slower brainwave state, stuff comes in. So today came in this lovely little message, which I hope is inspirational to all of you. It is easy to find yourself in life. Just allow yourself to be joyful. Follow your heart. Your magnificence will never lie, or you will die trying how to be yourself. Try now is the time for your magnificence. Do not wait. My dear child, do not wait. You are magnificent. You are magnificent. Do not wait, my dear child, my children. Do not wait. And so today, earlier today, I was working with a client. I think I'm going to have to drink a little water. Excuse me for a moment. It's times like these I wish I was bewitched. Remember that TV show Bewitched? Are any of you old enough to remember it? I forgot to shut off my dishwasher that's in the background. I hope nobody can hear it. Anyway, back to my story. I was working with a lovely client today, and it was interesting because Spirit foreshadowed that she would be doing sort of a software upgrade to herself as a person over the ensuing months this coming year. It was a birthday reading for her. And her first question was, what should I do with my business? Which is really very much on point for what Spirit was talking about, which is, how is she going to express herself professionally in the external world? And the message to her was to pretty much do what I just channeled through. Follow what's joyful to you. She's an artist by nature, a very talented visual artist, very intuitive person. She has a website design business, but sometimes she gets jobs that she really doesn't want to do. They're too technical, or they're just dry and boring. What she really likes is the juicy stuff of developing creative websites and logos for business, because that's creative. That's what she is. And so Spirit, in essence, was telling her, follow what's joyful and eliminate what's not. And that's going to bring you success. And I see this over and over again. As a matter of fact, the book that I've written called Intuition for Success with the Law of Attraction, and my own life basically, is all about this. I mean, why are we struggling to be something we're not? Follow what you love, and the success will come with that. And so my last comment about this is something I want to give to you, and just summarize all of this, is it is so simple. We are all born with the same purpose. We all came to Earth to be ourselves, to remember ourselves, remember who we are. So if any of you are struggling with identity or what have you, remember, we've all come to Earth to be ourselves and nothing other than that, and that will bring you the greatest joy, the greatest peace, the greatest success financially as well. So follow your heart, my dear friends, follow your heart. And the reason I say this on this show is, well, Spirit wanted me to, but also because when we pass to Spirit, that's one of the things we look at. We look back on our life, we do our life review, and we evaluate, did we become the best person that we could possibly be in alignment with our true nature, which is our soul. And that is the highest expression of yourself. So you've all come to Earth to do that. That's spiritual. Okay, so I know I have one lovely donation so far, and that would be Kathy. And I'm going to find her. I think I've worked with Kathy before. There she is. And she figured it out. Hi. Hi, Kathy. Kathy? Kathy, hello? Kathy, are you there, sweetie? Okay, she must have dropped the phone for a moment. I'll come back to you, Kathy. Let me just see if there are any other people waiting in the donation queue. Yeah, there is somebody else. Oh, there we have Coletta. Hold on, Coletta. Colita? I always say your name incorrectly, Colita. Please forgive me. Maybe that was the line I just opened up. Nope, this is it. Colita?
Hi, Laura.
Hi, honey. Did I just open this phone line? Do you have the same? No, there's another 443 area code coming in today as well. So, hello there. How are you? And thank you for donation.
No problem, Laura. I'm doing. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm doing great, except I sound a little tongue-tied today, I guess, which is not not the best place to be. Okay, so let's see what's waiting for you. Okay, may I do that, my dear?
Sure, awesome.
Now, I don't know if you're wanting to speak with your grandma, but that's the first soul on your father's side. That's the one that's come in a few times before. I'm just going to do a brief development of her, and then we'll see where you stand with that. For some reason or other, there's a lot of red and yellow colors coming in, and a cute little miniature monkey. Little monkey there, red and yellow and little monkey, and I think it has something to do with a personal message for you. I also see on the monkey, believe it or not, a graduation cap, you know, the kind one would wear when they graduate from school. And I know that you've just gone into nursing school recently. So I have a feeling that Grandma wants to give you a message about going to school. And she may not have the best view of it, actually, is what I'm getting from this, is if it's like a monkey on your back, or that you have to be sort of like a monkey to learn by rote, all these things. But I'm going to bring her in a little bit better before I allow her to give personal message. May I do so, please?
Sure.
Okay, sweetie. You sound a little mystified, Colita.
Yes.
Oh, you're so cute.
Been having a heck of a week.
I bet you have, honey. I bet you have. Okay, so let's go. Let's see what's going to go on with this. Hold on. Now, you don't know what your grandma looked like that. Oh, yes, you do. I remember that now. I remember, and I also remember what I'd said to Felice, and I see it again. A stronger nose, a jaw, the mouth area looks like there's teeth missing, because she's very senior in the picture, and then the nose, the chin looks stronger. So we got this strong nose, strong chin, receding teeth, because she lived to such an advanced age she might have lost a lot of teeth, you see. And there's wispy hair. There's also, you know, so she shows me her face at a more advanced age with wrinkles and that kind of thing. She looks like her hair, she might have worn it, she looks like she's wearing it away from the face right now, but there's wisps. And it's, of course, advanced age, so there's more white in the hair and gray, steel gray in the hair, if you will. And I also hear that she liked to wear her hair back a lot in a bun. Do you know that? Because I've never said that before. Do you know that for Grandma, please?
No.
Okay. Well, let me just give you what I'm getting, okay? So I see her with her hair back in a bun. She says she liked to wear her hair back in a bun quite often. The original color was dark brown to black. She has more of an olive complexion. And as she gets older, the complexion gets a little bit fairer because, you know, she's not in the sun that much or what have you. I don't see it as dark as she's getting older. I see she's got nice bones to her body, so to speak, nice square shoulders. And she looks like she was slender, even in her old age, but she's trying to show me a couple of different times in her life, and I don't know if you can relate to all of them, but I see a woman who's well-proportioned. In other words, slender in the waistline, you know, like just a well-proportioned flat chest, that she's not over endowed, you know, that kind of thing. You actually come from pretty good bones, my dear. Pretty good bones. Now, Grandma's laughing a little bit. She says, I didn't lose... She's talking about having faculties, her faculties, as she approached towards the end of her life. And she says that she didn't lose most of her faculties. She said she was always all together, although at the end, there was a slide down rapidly. But towards the end of her life, most part, she didn't spend many years lingering and going slowly. For most part, she was fairly cognizant, aware of what's going on around her. Do you understand that for Grandma, please?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, she's very aware of everything. She's a very smart woman. She likes to say that, and she laughs a little bit. She says, you're very aware and very smart, just like her. She also shows me something about heart and heart failure for herself. Do you understand heart failure for Grandma, please?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and that's the thing that ended. That was the thing that ended her life at the end. She loves you very much. She comes in today to give you some more information about yourself, of course, and that's what it's all about. She says, "Right, my dear Kalita. Right, my dear Kalita. It's all about you, not about me." She says, "I really, I'm not here to talk about me." She's just trying to say, "I'm ready to go to your personal message, and let's stop focusing on me." She's pretty much brushing the medium aside. She doesn't want me, Laura, to keep egging her on about herself. Okay, Grandma. Thank you, sweetheart. There was something else coming in there. Hold on. Oh, she showed me her lips when she was younger. She had a full mouth of teeth and beautiful thick. Her lips are full when she's younger, just as she got older. The actual mouth kind of receded. She's trying to show me that she was a pretty woman. And okay, Grandma, you were a pretty woman, and so is Kalita. She says, so are you, Kalita, a very pretty woman. But she says she wants you to follow your heart. So you're not following your heart. Remember we were talking about that earlier before you got on the line with me. Following your heart is the message today. And following your heart is what you're not doing right now. Are you happy in the school so far? Because I'm getting a strong feeling that this is not following your heart. Do you understand, please?
Yes, I'm happy.
Okay. Now, you called in for a reason. So what is the reason, love?
Well, a few things. The personal message and the question was, remember I talked to you a while ago about the pictures and the spirits and everything?
Uh-huh.
Well, I need to know I've been reading books and meditating and everything. I just want to know, like, why here? Like, it's so many of them, and I can't talk to them. I cannot see them with my naked eye, but they're always in my pictures.
Why do I have the name Isabel under your phone number? That's kind of interesting. Did you? Okay, there must have been
my grandmother's name.
Oh my goodness, that is so weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Do. You were Kalita before, and now I see Isabel. I wonder if that's a way of spirit talking to me.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And you're asking about the pictures. Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, that's my great grandmother. When you're talking to them.
All right. Well, and on the switchboard, there's an Isabel right above you in the switchboard as well. But on your name is right where you are is Isabel. Okay. Let's go back now. So I think your grandma is trying to just say hello another way. Okay. So you're asking why are you seeing pictures and all these things? I don't really understand your question, really. And make it succinct because I do have other people like so many waiting. Just try to get to the heart of it, honey.
Well, what is my gift, and how do I be more in tune to it?
Oh, okay. You're a psychic gift, you mean? Okay.
I don't know what gift I have. I'm just trying to figure out what are they and how are they picking us? What can I do to help them?
Okay. Yeah, but we're talking about paranormal things, not about your nursing school or whatever. We're talking about the activity in your home, and you're feeling that you're being chosen, is what you're saying by your question, by spirit to pay attention. Let me see something. Is this an older home or is this a new home that you've moved into recently?
It's an older home that we had went ahead and did a lot of renovations. It was built in 1918.
Well, don't you think there's some soul there in the home? That's what's coming in.
Yeah, I'm not prepared for this. This is new for me, so it's just like I'm trying to learn how to deal with it.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. So there's a couple of things here. One, there's a soul trying to make himself known to you. Okay. There's a soul there. Seems like a man, actually. And there's you have a basement in the house, I'm assuming, because I see one suddenly. You have a basement, please?
A cellar. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cellar. There's something in the cellar that's important that he buried there or something. Not himself. There's no dead bodies or anything. Don't get nervous. There's some kind of coins or something that's in the cellar that was significant to him and the family, like an heirloom. So there's something in the cellar. It's not for you to worry about. There's no badness to this. It's just a soul that sort of lingers there. The first thing is just a soul that's lingering there and likes his home and feels that there's value in the home to him. That's what the coins in the cellar signify, that there's value in the home to him. He's not ready to transition, and he's not going to be harmful to you. I don't believe he's harmful to you from what I'm getting. The second part of this is that you're being awakened to the fact that you do have gifts. The third part of this is that you might be finding that rote learning systems, like whatever you're going to have to go through in the school you're in now, will not necessarily resonate for you. Okay, and I don't want to say too much about that right now. We'll see how it goes with that, because we are the master of ourselves, really. But I have a feeling that you're more of a creative, intuitive person. You're like an artist type than a mechanical kind of scientific engineering type. This is my sense of you. And you might be finding a little bit of what's called cognitive dissonance between the experience of being in school and who you really are. And don't be afraid of that. Let it read itself to you, because your gifts are intuitive, creative, and that's what this is all about in the house. Now, do you want to know if this person's trying to say anything more to you than hello, or do you want to know if the person in the cellar or wherever he is, he's floating around the house here and there, if he's dangerous? What can I do with this for you?
I just, whatever you can tell me that's important for me to know, because like I have, like, my dreams are invaded. It's a lot to, but I know you don't have time. But I just want to know who he is. What do he want me to find the coins? I mean,
I don't know if the coins are literally there or if they just signify value in the home to him. Let me just see something, and I will go on to somebody else. Let me just see something, honey.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, hold on. He doesn't want you to start looking for the coins or anything like that. He just wants to coexist. So when you hear from him, see him, whatever, just say we coexist. But I do believe that there is this soul in the home, and that he wants you to know he's around. And actually, he likes your family. He really likes your family. He likes your son in particular. And we're talking about a baby to come into your life. He'd like to see a baby come in. So he's kind of like a family member. And I just would, if I were you, just sort of like share the home, share the space energetically. But to be able to carry this in, to be able to see this, is a gift of yours. And so you're a creative, intuitive person. And that is what I'm going to leave you with today. Now, are you hoping to have a son? Because I feel there's a son waiting to be born to you.
My husband's looking, and he wants a girl, so we're just planning for a baby. Period. A healthy one.
Okay, because there's something about this soul that's sitting around the house, and it's not like a baby boy that he's liking, not your own son. He likes too, but I also see that he's hoping for a baby boy. So he's just giving you a message. He's hoping for a baby boy from the two of you. Hopefully you can do that, and we'll get into that in another time with you. Okay, my dear.
Okay, thank you so much, Lauren. You have a blessed day.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye, love. Bye. Bye. Okay. Now the name Isabel's gone. That's so interesting. Oh, I think that must be Susie B in the background there. Susie, thank you, honey. Okay, I'm trying to find Kathy, who made a donation. Kathy, thank you so much for your donation. And you are at 403 area code as well, but I don't know where you are. Oh, there you are. Wait a minute. Is that the right number? Yep, there it is. Okay, good. Let's hope that you're there. Kathy?
Hi.
Hi, honey. How are you? Hi. Well, oh, I'm doing good. I was like paranormal activity on the switchboard just then. I was like, I'm sure that there was a rational explanation, but I was working with someone just a moment ago, and her name changed from Colita to Isabel on the switchboard, and that was her grandmother's name in spirit. And I was talking to her grandmother in spirit, and then I think it might have been something, though, that Susie B did in the background. She's the one that's interviewing you all in the background. Hopefully it was, well, I shouldn't say hopefully. But anyway, thank you for making a donation. And I'm glad, and I'm glad that you were able to figure that out. I'm sorry I couldn't help you before because I was trying to do the meditation before coming to the show. Okay, sweetie.
No problem.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to connect with spirit for you. If that's you do know this show is all about mediumship, correct, love?
Right. Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, it's the first thing I felt was something, someone who feels it's female, feels though somehow like a nurturing feeling around this soul. So either you were nurturing to the soul or the soul was nurturing to you. But the first feeling is you being nurturing towards the soul. And that means perhaps if it were a parent or a mother figure, that you were caretaking for that soul, or it could mean that you have a younger person in spirit as well. So let me just develop that a little bit further, love. This is for Kathy. Okay. Now, ironically enough, I moved from the female figure or the sense of female figure. When I say female, it just felt soft, like as if you were nurturing somebody. So it's just a loving feeling. But I also hear father figure. Okay, I also hear father figure for you. So let me just see. I think what I'm going to have to do with you is ask who you want, because no one is popping out. I just get this sense of sweet love. I don't really know what to do with it. Who are you trying to speak with, love?
I guess my father.
Okay. So then that loving feeling, that nurturing feeling goes towards him, then we'll go in that direction. Hold on. Okay. The first thing I get is, I think, didn't I ever bring him in for you before? I know I've worked with you before, but I don't know if I did mediumship.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, you would remember if I brought your father. So what I see is a man with, his hair is, he seems to have wavier hair, or hair with a little bit more body to it than the average person. Okay. I see original color looks like it was probably in the brown family with some golden highlights, like a chestnut brown, something like that. I want to refine this a little bit. They can show it any time in their life, love. Let me just refine this a little bit. Okay, he's got a stronger nose. He's got a strong chin. He looks like he's got more of a rugged face, or lived to an advanced. He shows some wrinkles or wear and tear to the face. I'll put it to that way. He also has a strong frontal lobe, or the area above the brows seems to be fairly developed on this man. And again, it may not be exactly your father yet. We have to develop it. It could be somebody else that's a father figure in your life, although I know you're hoping to speak with your father. So there's a narrowness to the face as well. So just to summarize, narrow face, strong chin, strong nose, strong frontal lobe, brown hair, original color, body to the hair, waviness to the hair, a little bit unruly hair. Maybe he had a little trouble keeping it the way he wanted, unless he really cut it short, but he shows me it a little longer just for the sake of showing me that. He also shows me that at some point in his life he did wear a uniform, and I don't know exactly how long that was. It looks like a navy blue kind of suit, and also he shows me heart problems. Can you recognize this for anyone you know, please?
Well, there's two things I can recognize. He was in the Army, and the heart problem.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny how they show me the suit, and it's a navy blue suit, but it is the Army's more fatigues. I don't know if they ever have a navy blue suit also that they wear, but he did show me a uniform, so he's trying to show me that he's wearing a uniform. And so we'll throw the navy blue out, unless there are some kind of dress uniforms like that, I don't know, in the Army. And then the heart problems. But the hair, he didn't have a fuller, kind of thicker kind of hair that had some wave or body to it, please?
He did, probably in his around 50 probably, but it was black wavy.
No, that's fine. It's dark. I mean, it's close enough. I mean, I can't, sometimes the tone is a little off. Dark hair that's wavy.
Right.
Yeah, and they can show it any time in their life. And the face is a little bit more on the narrow side, from what I can tell, with a stronger nose and stronger chin and stronger frontal lobe, or that area over the eyebrows. You don't understand that for father's figures, facial features. You don't?
No, he had a long nose, and he wasn't wrinkly at all.
Okay, I said he had a strong nose, so there's the long nose. Okay. He said,
Okay.
okay. And I said he had a weathered look to his face, like a rugged look. It could be, an aging look as well, but I didn't say wrinkles. I just said rugged and, so the strong nose is
Okay.
definitely there. Okay, good. I just need, it's hard for you to see what I see, and words sometimes distort things even more than just the interpretation of what I'm seeing. So bear with me. But I think we're on point for Dad. Okay. I also see a slender body. Okay. Now they can show at any time in their life, but I think overall he was more on the slender side. In the shoulder area is not real built in the shoulder area. Okay. I do see they might have had a little bit of weight around the stomach area, maybe as he got a little bit more advanced in age. But in general, I don't see this man as a heavy man. Do you understand, please?
I do.
Okay, he loves you very much. He is here to say hello to you. There's something about the color yellow coming in. Yellow could mean a lot of things. Usually it means learnedness and or education, either for yourself or someone in the family. Now, you have a son, please?
No.
Okay, you have any children?
No.
Okay. I don't know so there's somebody younger in age in the family, younger than you, seems to be a boy. So if it's not yours, maybe you have a sibling or something, or somebody that's in the family that's like a grandson to him. Do you understand grandson for grandpa? I mean, for your father, please.
None of us have any grandkids.
Okay. Let me just drop that off. This yellow has to do with education, and I don't know what it's for, what it means. I'm just going to leave that there. Let me see what else, because
he's talking about my spiritual journey.
Oh, okay, for you. So it's your education. All right, thank you. I'm glad that made some sense to you. Thank you for reminding me what I'm supposed to do as a medium. Thank you, which is let you interpret and just deliver. So what I see is this yellow color, and he's handing it, it's around you. I guess it's in your vicinity. I thought it was education of somebody younger in the family. And it felt like male in some way or other. So we'll just leave that second part off. And he wants to hand that off to you. He's saying, I want to hand that off to you and over to you. It's your turn now to carry on the family tradition of learnedness, understanding, carrying it forward, paying it forward, and being the highlight for others that we all are in the family. So he's likening you to the nature of the family. Your family is people of higher mentality, maybe more humanistic, more philanthropic. He sees his family and himself as higher-minded individuals. Let me see if there's anything else. Now, are you wanting to have a child, Kathy?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I just let the record state there's something about a younger boy that is around you. So I don't know what that means. Okay. Maybe
it could be my husband's grandson.
Oh, well, that would be, yeah. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah.
But he comes in a lot. It seems like he comes in. We worry about him.
Yeah, and so that's what your father is trying to say something about that soul, that boy, is that he needs education. He needs to be taught. He needs to be taught. And that's what the original message was. Thank you. And so this is an interesting repartee between the two of us, you and I, because we're seeing all these different ways of viewing the message. But the original message that I caught was education for a younger male in the family. And so indeed it could be certainly that step-grandson to your father, I guess is what we'd call that, even though he may not have known him when he was on Earth. But your father is trying to give a personal message of significance surrounding this. He also wants to say that you're doing a good job with this boy, that you're doing a good job and is paying it forward. And that's your part of your spiritual journey is to learn how to work with others and help them and redeem them. Not just in your spiritual journey for yourself, but how it's going to help others. So he wants to acknowledge, he wants to acknowledge that for you. I have a sense that this situation has come about after he passed, your father passed. In other words, he's trying to give you something that's going on now in your life to let you know that he pays attention to you. Does that make sense, please?
Yes.
Okay, so he applauds you for your study, as you already pointed out to us. But he also seems to be very happy with what you're doing with this grandson of his. I shouldn't call him that because he's really not a grandson of your father's. I don't think there was a relationship there. But the son of your husband. What you're doing there is very helpful. and your father is happy with that. He says you're a very patient person, and you're also teaching him so much. You're teaching him so much.
Okay.
Okay? And that's your personal message, my dear.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, honey. God bless. Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. When I break it down, then people understand. But sometimes when I first say things, maybe it's the way I say them. Somebody by the name of Donna is having problem with her donation. I don't know what to say. Maybe you've made it. Susie's made a donation. I'll come to you, Susie, in a moment. And there's another one. Debbie has made a donation. Okay. Is that the Debbie that I see the email from? No, that's Donna. Okay, it's Donna, honey. Go to spiritmediumtv.com to make the donation. And item 1B on that page will allow you to make that donation, and you can jump to the top of the queue. I don't want to accept any more donations after this because I have too many now, and the show, we only have a little bit of time left. So what I'm going to do now is go to Debbie, I believe it is. Hold on one second, please. Well, Debbie, I would go to you, but I don't have any way of finding you. Let's see if I can find you without your phone number. Hold on one second and see if there's a Debbie on the switchboard. Oh, there's a Debbie with date next to her name. Okay, good. Hello, Debbie. How can I help you? Well, never mind how can I help you. I'm doing mediumship. I always do that.
Hello.
Hi, sweetie.
It's been a while.
It sure has. Okay, so let's see who's waiting behind the veil for you. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let me see if I can just. There's a few people for you. You have a number of people in spirit for you. Trying to go from mother. I have this vacant area, and I see people lined up. There's a number of different souls there in spirit for you, both father figure, mother figure. I don't feel anybody younger than you, like a child or anything. What I'm going to do is ask you who you do want to speak with. Who do you want to speak with, Debbie?
Well, the last time that you did a reading for me, we pulled up Michael, which was not a relative or anything, but he was a celebrity that had passed over, and you said he was with me, and I was wanting to see if he was still with me.
Okay, let's go to Michael.
Get him as
Okay, that's probably why I couldn't arrange anything, align anything because of that. Hold on. Well, he's sort of like not here as much anymore, and I think you might be feeling that emptiness as well. Do you notice that you're not getting messages from him like you used to, Debbie?
I don't get as strong vibrations like I used to, but every once in a while I get them.
Yeah, because he's saying he moved on. He's transitioned to a new place in the spirit world. And I also see music around him. I don't remember if I said that to you before or what that's all about, but there's music with this person. He's very creative. Individualistic kind of personality. I do remember saying that. I believe some of that was there. So I see music around him, and he was a musician. Is that correct, love?
Yeah, he was a lead singer of a rock group in Australia.
Yeah, okay. So I see a lot of music around him. I see him dressed kind of avant-garde or more funky. I remember I did say this to you if it is you, so please forgive me. But that let me say what I see, okay? I see him wearing a suit, and I think I said that last time. He's wearing a suit, which is kind of unusual, but he funks it up somewhat. Like, it looks like his hair is kind of rust, or there's kind of dreadlocks or something going on there, and he's got a cute hat on. It's a knit hat, and it's got orange, green, and yellow in the hat. Big stripes in this hat, almost as if it's a flag or something, colors of a flag. He's happy, very, very happy. He's got a wider nose. A couple of what do you call those, moles on the face, but they're like beauty marks, not bad moles. A very handsome man, good-looking man, kind man, a loving man, a genteel man. He had so many different facets to him when he was on Earth. And he says, I blew myself out of the water. In other words, he was so multifaceted when he was on Earth that it was hard for him to be here. And I think I might have said this to you before, I'm not sure, but what I'm hearing today, or getting today, is it was hard for him to really actualize on an Earth plane all the things he understood. It was hard to bring music to Earth that he could hear. Do you understand, please? Okay, and that's one of the reasons why he left Earth early, because he didn't really want to be here anymore. He wanted to be able to go to the celestial heavens and be able to make music that was celestial in nature, be able to create with the spheres, magnificent spheres of energy. And he's now in the spheres. He's up in the spheres. He's in higher dimensions, higher elemental levels. He wants to come into you again. He will continue to be your muse, as he said before, but not as much, because he says, I don't want to interfere with your development. I want to gradually let you off so that you create your own stuff. You don't you don't connect with him as much anymore. You need to do it on your own. You need to become your own muse for your own creative work, your own creative endeavors. And he says, this personal message is important. One second here. There's something about you creating your own stuff that's extremely significant here. He says the only way that you're going to birth yourself is to be on your own. He says, it was important for me to come in the beginning so that you could draw attention to yourself. He said, now it's important for me to leave you so that that attention can be developed. So he came in, he gave you ideas, and now he's weaning away. He will come in from time to time to continue with that. Now, I also feel around you a male of some sort, feels younger in nature. Do you have a son yourself, please, Debbie?
Yes, I live with him.
Okay, wonderful. He's a good boy, Michael in Spirit says. He's a good boy. He listens to you a lot. He says you're a good example for him. He says, look at him. You look at him the way I look at you as my wonderful child, okay? He says, and I want you now to grow, to move forward. So let me go, he says, because when I go, I also grow. He says the both of us have had time together to germinate, and now we each will grow more on our own. It's time now for you, dear Debbie, to create your own spheres, your own work, your own music. And I wish you well. Okay, so it seems like from that message he's trying to tell you that you're a creative person. I guess you are. I'm not reading you. I'm connected to him. There's a difference. And that you're supposed to be creating, and that you've been given enough to go ahead now, and don't be frightened of that. Don't look to him to give you the information anymore. You're now ready to go ahead on your own. And it seems to me like you're a writer of some sort, either literally writing words or being a musical composer, but there's something you're supposed to be creating, or you are already creating. Go ahead, Debbie. Sorry. Go ahead.
So he's going to be coming back every once in a while, check in.
Absolutely. He will check in, but he's not going to be there all the time because he wants to give you the space to create. Okay, honey?
Okay.
All right, love. I have to get going because I only have a few minutes left, and there were a number of people waiting, love. Okay, thank you so much for your donation, Debbie.
You're very welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. There were a number of people waiting here, and some of them came in different ways. Donna, I don't know what happened to you, sweetie, but there's Patricia David. Patricia. Oh, my goodness. Patricia, what happened there? I thought I saw you on the switchboard. Okay, so I'm going to go to Patricia, and then if I don't have time to get to Susie, I will get to you later, Susie. Patricia. Yeah, she did a possible donation. Patricia, you overdid the donation.
Oh, well, you deserve it. I love animals.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now, I know that your mother is here from Spirit. Okay, right now. Now, is there someone else that you care to speak with, honey, rather than her?
I knew you were going to ask me that. My mother and my stepdad.
Okay.
I'd like to hear from my stepdad if he comes through.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see who's the dominant energy.
Okay.
Well, your mother is here right now more so, I have to say. But let me just say, let me just say what I'm seeing. I'm seeing, I don't remember that. Was she rounder in her figure, even though very beautiful with blonde hair? Did she carry an extra weight on her? Okay, good. And was she the smoker? I know your stepfather didn't smoke. Who's the smoke? Your mother smoked for a period, didn't she, of time? Then she stopped?
Yeah, she was the type that could pick them up and put them down, but
Okay.
she quit quite a few years ago, but yes, she did
Okay.
in her earlier days.
Well, I think a lot of it, the message today is about smoking, and it always is, when you come in, because they want to talk to you about that. Because stepdad didn't smoke, and your mother, your biological mother, a little bit, and is coughing and unrest there in the chest area for you, is what she's saying. Coughing and unrest in the chest area, and she says your vitality is down. Now I know all this, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I know that Pat has had some illness in the chest area of late. But Mom wants to talk a little bit about that. I'm just giving you what I'm getting, love. Okay, I'm not trying to force it in that direction. Okay. So let me clear you. Let me just see where it's going to go. Hold on for a second. Okay, Mom, cigarette. She's holding it like playfully to tease you with it. I see the extra weight on her body, the blonde hair, beautiful face. Okay, care for yourself more, she says, my dear, care for yourself more. She says your father is here now to speak with you also. She means stepfather. Hold on one second, please. He wants to come in. Okay, and so what I see is a man with a straight nose, even features. Actually, she shows me that in his youth, he was in uniform also. Today I'm getting a lot of guys wanting to show me they're in uniform. Your stepfather must have served in the service at one point. Do you understand, please?
Yes, I do.
Okay. He was very proud of his service. He says, I was very proud of myself. Very handsome. Oh. Very handsome man. Yeah. Full lips, straight nose. He says Cary Grant type, although his hair was lighter. Handsome. Nice figure, slender build, and very altruistic. Also seems to have creative hobbies, not just being a family man taking care of the home, but there's a lot of creativity surrounding stepdad. And I'm going to see if I can pinpoint it a little bit. He says, right, even during the time when he was in the service, he says he started to get very interested in, creative things, creative pursuits. Okay, I can't put my finger exactly on it. I'm getting a couple little things, but it feels like it was music. Okay, music. Do you understand your stepfather for music, please? Yeah. Playing it, doing it? Yeah, okay. I do. And I hear doo-wop. There was doo-wop music. And I think he actually tried to go professional with it, because I can see just a little bit of money with it. That wasn't his career path, but he did try to do something with it. And he says, and I also like to dance. He says, your mother and I were really good dancers. So he wants you to take care of your health. Let me see what the personal message is going to be. He says, I love you like my own. He says, I always loved you like my own. He says, you're very altruistic like I am. That's how we bonded, because both you and I know deep in our hearts what good people we are. He says, don't let go of your health. Don't let go of it. You will get better. Don't give up. Earth needs more people like you. Earth needs more people like you. Okay? So don't give up.
Makes sense.
Yeah, he says, because I can't contribute anymore. I'm up in spirit. He says, but you're on Earth, and I want you to stay there for a while longer. So please take care of your health. The coughing will go away over time. Do what the doctors are saying. There seems to be some kind of antibiotic regimen that you're on, or you have been on. He says that will help clear up the mucus and the phlegm over time. He says everything will get better. He says don't worry about it. It will all get better. Just do the right things. You're not ready to visit us yet.
That's so good to hear. I just love him so much.
Yeah, I can see why. He's a very lovable person.
It's amazing how much, you can love a step-parent. I just love him so much, and it took us 15 years to even like each other.
Oh my goodness, all that time wasted, right? That's so funny.
We really did not get along in the beginning.
Oh.
It was my fault. I was a brat. I was about 13, but I just love him so much.
Aw, well, don't see her.
Anything he has to say. Yeah, he gave me a father.
Yeah.
I finally got a father figure.
Aw.
So
Oh.
I'm so happy he came through. So, are they trying to contact me, or is there any activity in the house that could be them?
Let me see that. And then I'm going to go on to the next caller. Hold on, Patricia. No, there's no activity in the house that he's doing. He says a lot of it is just the normal creaks in the home. That he shows me something in the kitchen, though. There's something in the kitchen. I don't know what to do with this. Hold on for a second. I hear something about doors opening and doors closing. I hear something about energy floating through rooms. You're feeling it. It feels like in the kitchen area, you might feel maybe like a breeze going through, or that something's walking through your body. Do you understand, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He says that's not.
So what is it if it's not them?
I'm going to tell you. Wait. He says that's not me or her, your mother. It's not any of us. It is your long-lost friend from spirit does come in sometime to say hello. It seems like a man that you knew, and it feels like somebody that was a boyfriend, a romantic partner to you who died early of cancer. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so I want you to think about that a little bit, but there's a man that you once dated, was a romantic interest of yours that did die of cancer, and he does come in from time to time to say hello. Okay. All right. Does that make sense to you?
All right. Yes, it does.
Okay. Well, that's who it is. So don't be afraid. Just say hello to him, okay? And wish him well. And when you do that, that activity will calm down quite a bit.
Okay.
Okay? Because he just wants to come in to say hello, love.
Alrighty.
All right, love.
And I just tell my stepdad, he can hear me, that I just love him so much, and today's my birthday, and yesterday was my mother's.
Today's your
hard.
Oh, that's so wonderful! Oh, happy birthday, love! Happy birthday! You know, it's funny. I did a birthday reading for another July 9th today. That's kind of interesting. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised your parents didn't say anything about that. Okay. Celebrate. They're saying now. Celebrate your life, my dear. Celebrate your life.
Yes, and thank you for the, giving me the message about not giving up, because that's where I was headed.
Absolutely.
In a long process. So I will let you get to your next person. God bless you, and love you to death.
Love you to death. Let's get I love you to life. Let's get the death out of the. All right. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, darling. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, love. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Love you too.
Okay. So, Susie B., I will call you after the show. I want to go to a phone line now. And I'm going to go to Sherelle, who seems to be waiting longest in the queue. Hello, Sherelle. What can I do for you? I keep saying, what can I do for you today?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, honey. You know,
Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm doing good. Where are you calling from, Sherelle? 313. Where's that?
Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, well, you're finally out of that cold weather. You know, for some reason I feel men around you. Okay, men. A lot of men, actually. Yeah, man. Well, this could be.
I'm surprised by my grandma up there.
Yeah. Well, let me just say what I see. Doesn't mean it's on Earth or not. It could be your grandma talking about somebody on Earth with you. But either you have a boyfriend or you have a son. But it feels somebody around you like that.
I have no son, but I have a guy around me all the time. That's what you're probably talking about.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. All right, let's see if we could get Grandma in or anybody else in that you would understand. Because I think, oh, I remember now talking to you, and I think I remember talking about the boy, and she gave you this kind of thing about the boy around you. So she comes in again with this thing about the man around you. She's just cute. You know, she's kind of feisty, kind of spunky grandma.
I remember you saying that.
So let me see if I develop her a little bit, and then we can go to personal message. Okay? Okay. Oh, interesting. I don't know why Spirit is showing me this, but it's sort of like a picture of a mime. You know how mimes put those funny clown faces on with the big mouths? Kind of like that. A clown. Okay, it's a clown face. She's showing me a clown face. I don't know, again, if that's commentary on your boyfriend or what that is, but I just will acknowledge a clown face is floating around all this, and let me see if I can develop Grandma better than that. Hold on.
What does that mean?
Just hold on, sweetie. Let me develop Grandma. Then we'll figure out if it means anything.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to get her. Okay. So what I see is hair that's medium length. It's a little medium to shorter length. Okay. It looks, and they can show at any time in their life, it looks like it's somewhat layered. It's got a little bit of wave to it. She's actually kind of attractive, very attractive woman. And the hair is layered a bit. It's mostly white. You know, it's got some gray, some darker hair in it. You know. Now, you're of African American descent, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I see Grandma with African American descent. She's got beautiful eyes. Ah, she's a pretty woman. She's got a straight nose and nice flared nostrils with the bridge of the nose is on the narrow, not real narrow, but it's narrow. High cheekbones, full lips, nice chin, and she's also a little bit overweight. Okay, in the vision she's giving me here, she's got a little extra weight on her. Not sloppy. She carries it well. She carries it well.
Lele even picked up her weight up there, huh?
I don't know. I don't know. But let's put it this way. I don't see a real bony face. Okay? The face, if she's not carrying extra weight on her, she's not real thin in her facial structure. I'll just put it to you that way. Okay? It just could be the way she's carrying the weight. And there's also, so she looks like she might have been a professional woman, worked in the business world, the way she's showing herself right now. Very smart, very bright. She says, "Yeah, I have a high IQ." She says, "I never let that go." She says, "You do too, Sherelle. You do too." Now, I'm saying your name incorrectly. I think it's Sherelle, isn't it? Sherelle?
No, you said it right.
Sherelle. Okay, Sherelle. Okay, there was a Sherelle also I worked with before. Sherelle. Okay, hold on. She says, "You're very intelligent, just like her." She's talking about hitting the books now. She says you've been postponing that, getting started on your education. Where are you in?
We're in school.
What was that, honey?
I said the school.
You're in school. Where are you? Where are you in your educational process, love? Are you finishing up?
Social worker.
Okay. Have you? So you're still working on your master's? Is that it, love?
No, I'm my associate at the moment.
Okay, so she would have, I think you might have postponed starting it or something, and she's just commenting on that. She says you will do that, and you will, right. You didn't start right away, and she's sorry you didn't, because then you'd be a lot farther ahead by now. She says, but you're a bright girl.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're a bright girl. She says, you know what you're doing, and I don't mean to be too critical, she says, of you, because I'd rather just say, I'm glad you're doing it now, rather than never start. So she's very proud of you for that. Very proud. She says it takes a lot to do what you're doing, Sherelle, to make something of yourself. You know, it's hard. It's not easy. And she recognizes that.
Yeah.
She says, but you're doing the right thing. She says the higher forces are guiding you and working with you. And she says you will help a lot of people, just as you're hoping you will. Okay?
Aww.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Grandma's so thrilled, darling, that you're doing this work and that you're developing yourself, and she just wants to come in.
Where does the smile come from? What's the big smile come from about the guy?
Yeah, I was going to go to that, love. Don't worry about it. Hold on. We have a moment or two left.
Okay.
I might get cut off because there's an electrical storm outside here, and that sometimes happens. But anyway, let's see what goes on. Okay, let's see. Grandma, what did all that mean? All those clown faces. Okay. I think she feels that he distracts you. Distracts you from yourself, distracts you from your work, and distracts you from getting started. You know, he's delaying you on your progress a little bit. She says she doesn't want you to get distracted from what you need to do. She says she wants you to get to be successful. She says he doesn't mean to harm you or anything. She says, but he's not getting ahead himself. He's like holding back on his own development. So she wants
90 seconds.
And I'm sorry that she showed me a clown face, but she's trying to get our attention. She's looking at him like a little bit like a clown, like he's a clown. Even though he treats you well, he's a nice person, he's easy to get along with, all those wonderful things, his companion, he hasn't gotten started on his career in a good way yet. in a higher education way yet. So that's where she's concerned. She doesn't want him to hold you back. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, sweetie. So that's all it means. Okay, honey, I'm going to say goodbye and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Laura. I appreciate it. You have a good evening. Don't work so hard, okay?
All right,
God
darling.
bless you.
Thank you. God bless you too. Bye. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay, I am going to come to Susie, even though the show's ending, because it will be recorded. It will continue to record. And Susie B, hello.
Hello, Laura. How are you?
I'm doing great, sweetie. Thank you for coming in, swooping in the background like my helper here. I so much appreciate that. Believe me.
Yes, I just made it under the wire.
Wow, you're so cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's see. I do feel a female to you in spirit right now.
Oh, good.
Female
good,
to you.
because I was calling my mother. I was calling Nanda. Nanda.
10
Come on in,
seconds.
Nanda.
Yeah, what I'm getting is a mother figure for you. Okay, and I'm not sure yet if that's grandma or if that's mom. Let's see who that is. Okay, this is for Susie. Okay. Now, unfortunately for me, I have planted in my mind what I described as your mother before. And you said that didn't look like your mother. So I'm going to have to give it to you again, and then we'll see what this is. Okay? Or it could be a grandma as well. But she's got dark hair as original color. That's a no-brainer because I know you have dark hair, right? She's got an oval face. She's got a long, kind of not overly long, but it's more like a Roman kind of nose, I guess is what I call it. It's got a little bit of it's just long with flaring nostrils, I guess is how I would say it. And it's on the narrow side, okay, the nose. Oval face, kind eyes, a little bit of dark circle or a little bit of darkness around the eyes. And for some reason or other, there's a fleshiness to the face. I don't see distinct bones, although I do know she has high cheekbones, but they're not showing. So she's carrying a little bit of extra weight in her face and also in her chin and to her neck area. So she's not very angularly appointed, if you will, in the way she presents today. And she's showing me herself as having dyed her hair at various times in her life for this particular image. And it's layered.
Yes, my mother did dye her hair. My grandmother did not.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the background. That's why I stopped, because it was so loud.
Sorry.
Not a problem. And so it's layered, and it goes, it's mid-length. Okay, mid-length layered, and it looks like it was dyed, here and there. I can only show you what they're giving me. So at one point in her life, she did dye her hair, and then she's saying I did dye of, like what she passed from, and I believe it was the C word, like cancer. Do you understand cancer for mom's transition, please?
No.
Okay, let me just see what that is then. There's also heart issues.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, did she have cancer, honey, at any time in her life, even though she might not have transitioned from that? Because she did show me something back in. Okay.
No.
Yeah, okay, but she had heart issues. Okay, she got heart issues. So I know you have heart issues, so that goes hand in hand. Well, the cancer could have been the fact that that you've recently gone through that. Let's just put that on the side for a moment. Okay, let me see. I want to pull a few other things here. Now, I don't know if you have a brother. Okay, you never told me you have a brother. But do you have a brother in spirit? Did she have a miscarriage or something? Because I feel a male.
Not that we're aware of. No.
Okay, hold on. Then I don't have a great connection with her. Hold on one second. Somehow there's a male to her. It's not in spirit, but it's on earth, and it feels like, okay, so there's a son. So that would be your son, okay? You have two sons, okay? Right?
Yes.
We have two sons. Okay, that's what she's trying to give me, the feeling of the males under her grandchildren. And in particular, the boys is what she's wanting to talk about a little bit more at this point than other children for some reason. The firstborn is very there seems to be something going on with him that is problematic for you, or a conundrum. You can't seem to figure it out, or figure it out for him, or help him in a way that he needs to be helped. And it feels a little bit out of control. A little bit out of control for you. Do you understand, please?
Yes.
Okay, that's the one that you're trying to help the most. And she's saying to you that you'll never be able to fully solve those problems for him. He needs to work it out on himself, by himself. She says you only should do so much and let it go after that. She says, I love you very much. She likes what you did with your hair. Now, I know you changed your hair recently. I happen to know, but she said it first. I didn't look for that. Let me see what else is going on there. I'm going to let her give you whatever she wants to say, and then we're going to come back to you to see what you want to know. Hold on one second. Let me see what she wants to say. I love what you did with your hair. She says it is very flattering on you. She says, I'm glad that you did what you did with your health. She says that will make you feel better in the long run. That's the operation that you had recently. She says your firstborn, though, is the real conundrum now, isn't he? The real conundrum. She says, I wish I was around to help you with him. I'd give him a piece of my mind. Yes, I would. She says, you've done everything you can do to manage the situation on your own. Now it's time to let things go. Time to let things go. She says, the little girl, that's your daughter, she'll figure things out. She says she'll figure things out on her own, just like you're thinking. She will figure things out on her own. But it's the oldest boy that seems to give you trouble. And I don't know about that personally, Laura, here. I haven't heard about that. I have only heard bits and pieces here and there. But she seems to be focusing in on him. So if you haven't heard something yet, Susie, that's surrounding him, that he's going to be asking you for help, you will be hearing something, okay? And it's going to be something that seems very unreasonable and very out of control, that you just won't be able to handle it yourself. And it's going to literally take your breath away. Maybe it's money or something he's going to ask for, that he's going to need money, something like that. And you're just going to like, where, how, da, da, da. So Mom's just giving you a little heads up on that, to let it go, and he will, people have to take care of their own problems. She says you're so much like her, and that you like to help,
Yes.
and heal and give and all that. She says, but now's the time to take for yourself, my love. Now's the time to take for yourself. She says, don't feel guilty if you can't do for them, because you're not supposed to do for them to begin with. And she says, I send you all my love. Now, is there something else that you want to know, honey? Because you wanted to talk to one of your mother figures.
No, I just miss her.
Oh, okay. All right. But she's putting her arms around you and giving you that loving, nurturing, caring feeling. I think that you said you're one of 4 children, right? You had told me that once before.
3. I'm one of 3.
One of 3 children. Okay. And there's something about you that was different than the others, in that you were like almost a clone of her. I think we already said this in terms of the giving nature, the sweetness. She says, and yes, the world isn't constructed that way. She says, yes, the world is not like that. She says,
She's lucky that she's not here right now.
What was that, honey?
She's very blessed to not have to be here right now.
She wants to say that even though the world is not the way you are or she is, in other words, everyone's not as altruistic as the 2 of us, she says, it's not as bad as you think, she says, and things will get better for you. She says, you have a lot of love to give, and she says one of your big frustrations is you have no one to give it to. She says, right, those that ask unreasonably, and they don't seem to appreciate. And those that you would like to give it to don't seem to appear before you. She says, but have hope, my dear, because new things are on the horizon for you. New love for yourself, and new love from another. So be careful with yourself, my dear. Be careful with your health. Don't give too much to others. Hold your energy for yourself so that it can be given to the right person when he comes along. Those are my blessing messages for you, my dear, and I wish you well.
Thank you. I love you, Nanda.
Oh, okay, sweetheart. God bless Susie, and your mother loves you too, darling. Okay?
Okay, Laura. Thank you so much. I love you.
Love you too, honey. Okay, honey. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, thanks everybody for listening to the show. Monday night, the 14th, I will be doing the life readings as well as mediumship, and an online intuitive development class. We'll focus on chakras, that class. I want to thank you all for listening. If you would like to get a 33% off 30-minute reading, just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and item 1A on that page allows you to get such a discount. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.